first punch because then everything done afterwards
Okay.
is justified.
In math, matrices are kind of just a way of organizing data, and then like that data can interact in different ways. So here's the thing, I did a little bit of this in high school. It wasn't even my normal curriculum. And in all the math classes I took in college, I don't think it came up once that I recall. So
Watch us like actually need this in our life.
Well, it's for the ACT. I have seen practice ACTs with one on there, but like not very often. Most of them didn't have it on there. So it's possible you might see one. So I thought we do like 3 lessons to get like the basics. It's not hard. The basics aren't hard. There is some complicated stuff you can do with them, but so this is a 2x2 matrix. 2 columns, 2 rows. Actually, I don't know which one comes first, the rows or the columns.
The chicken or the egg?
Hold on.
Thank you, Brady.
The rows come first. So actually it's 2 rows, 2 columns. So you could have like any kind of matrix, like 1x4 matrix, or a 5x2, whatever. It can be anything. This would be a 3x2 matrix. And they always have brackets around it. So I think we did a problem on this the other day, but it said matrix, but you didn't really need to know anything about matrix to do it with like, what was it? Oh, how many awards was each sport going to get? That thing technically was a matrix problem the way they said it. So actually turn to 517 just as an example. You guys see the green table at the top, 517, Drew?
Yeah, it's got a sports car, a sedan, a station wagon. What was this movie?
So
Station wagon.
do they still sell station wagons?
No, they don't. They haven't been in production in like a bajillion years.
Basically SUVs, but cars, so they're like shorter.
When was this thing made?
I can tell you when this book was made.
When?
1990. Where's it say?
So if you look at the
It
green,
says 1983.
if you look at this,
Our book is from the 80s.
if you look at the green table, it just gives you some data on like how much each car gets per gallon in the city, how much each car gets per gallon on the highway,
Michael J. Fox.
and
used
you
this
can just write. So they just put it into a matrix. Voila, magic matrix form. We'll probably do a word problem at the end of this, or 2.
Please no.
Just give it. Each of these is called an element. Each number in the matrix is called an element. Okay. So on page 520, we'll probably just do 1 through 10 and just go on to the next thing real quick. So 1 through 10, we're just adding the matrices together. You guys could probably guess what to do on number 1. Is that maybe?
Were we back on 469?
520. We were never on 469. That's an old.
No, I think
That's the last
520, which one, which numbers? 1 through 5?
10.
Whoa. Alright, there's no need to be hasty here.
I think
I'm
ready for the test now.
And
Bad.
that's it. And
Bad.
Oh. No, I thought you just considered it. That wasn't funny.
Mr. Jordan, I'm realizing this is my last year of math with you.
Yep, it's true.
See you. He's
Are
not.
you gonna miss me?
No, I don't think he will miss any of us.
I think you guys are the class I've taught from the youngest to oldest, because I never taught 6th grade before.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
So you taught us from
Wow.
6 all the way through
You mean-
all this?
No, well,
Except
no,
like
no,
1
hard.
year.
taught me
missed one
since
year.
8th grade. Wow.
Not you.
I've
You're
had
not, you're not
pretty much
important,
everything
Jackson.
useful that you know, Mr. Jordan taught you in forms.
Wow.
That's weird to think about. That's kind of
Whoa.
gross.
Whoa.
No, we had
Okay.
Miss Hawkins though.
No,
I
I
said
didn't learn
useful
anything
ed.
from her, so
Mr.
that
Jordan.
doesn't count.
I've had a different math teacher since like every year since like 6th grade. So.
Oh, then you're not special.
Yeah,
I know.
one of each.
Yeah, that's special.
Okay, so on number 1, we're gonna add those two matrices together. Guess what it's gonna be? Anybody?
4.
Nope.
Negative
I guess you
2,
didn't
2.
teach us right because we don't know which.
Negative 2, 2, yes. Not a trick question. Just add the elements together. So,
Oh, nice.
negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2, 0 plus 2 is 2, so it's just negative 2, 2. Notice you can only add matrices that are, or subtract, matrices that have the same dimensions.
Do you have to put the parentheses around it?
So is
The
2.
brackets, yeah.
Or, yeah.
So is 2 like 15.3
Yeah, it's 15, 3, and you just put it in a
in the
row.
bracket?
In a row, yeah.
That's weird.
Is the top of
Wait, what do you
3
mean in
eight.
a row?
You put it in the
It's
brackets.
a 2 by 1 and then 1 by 2.
the top of
Number
3
3?
is 8.
2
Yeah.
by 2.
Right? 8.
No, you probably
Are
do
you on
8.
page 520?
1 by 3.
520, yeah.
You have to do 8 minus 3.
And then
Yeah,
one
which
minus
is
negative
5
2.
and 1.
No, that's the first element, 5. So your answers should look like the answer matrix should look like the
Ah.
other two matrices, I guess. Yeah, so number 3 we're subtracting, so it's 8 minus 3. You guys keep going.
Why are matrices a
5,
thing?
3.
What does this do for us?
Well, there's different tricks you can do with them.
So 8 minus 3 is
Literally
5. 1 minus negative
There-
2
there are
is
tricks.
4. 3. I don't know why I said 4. Negative 1 minus 4
Hey, Jackson.
is negative 5. Yeah, Brady.
I was just saying, hey, Jackson.
How you doing, Brady?
I don't know where it is.
It's okay, I'll read it.
Number 5.
This will keep exasperating soon.
5.
Oh, found it.
Do you only do them with the spot that like it corresponds to? You know?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. When there's a number on the outside, you can multiply all of those numbers.
Yes, so on number 7, yeah, you have to multiply each element by 8, and that's all.
Finished it. And you have to do it in the order, right? So like since it's longer, it's like
Yeah, it's not this first lesson is not trick questions.
wait, well, it's gonna make me feel stupid for asking a question.
No, that's not what I meant.
And that's what I interpret that.
It does get trickier next lesson, that's what I was gonna say.
I'm liking this lesson.
It's
you
not
know?
that bad.
I know the real reason Mr. Jordan didn't want to do this lesson for a real work day. It's because it's too easy and he couldn't accept that.
Well, we're not stopping there.
Oh.
Why?
I was just gonna spend like 5 or 2 minutes on this. And then do page. We're doing more a survey of basic matrices. Page 526. 1 through 10. 16.
Can we go over all of these?
Wait, do you want us to do the evens too?
Yeah, can you tell us if we got them right?
Yeah.
I've been doing
Sure.
the evens.
What?
I've been doing evens.
Oh, I've been doing the odds.
Well, I've been doing
I've
both
just
of
been
them.
doing ones.
Yeah, just do them all. I mean, your odds are in the back. You can check them, but I'll read them if you want me to.
Where's 2 and 10?
Are you already done yet?
I'm on 10.
Speed demon. 534.
Hey man, I need you to relax for a moment, alright?
I'm
With the
on
rest of the
5.
class.
I'm
Catch
on
up.
8.
I'm on 9.
I'm on 15.
Nice. Who?
You're so
Why was that
funny.
laugh?
No, I was purposely laughing like that.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
Of course.
distribute the negative 5?
You just do it.
You can think of it both ways.
Okay. So if I just distribute the 5, then I can just subtract that. Okay.
This is so hard.
I feel you, Brady.
Really difficult, eh? Unplugged.
I think I'm gonna get all these wrong and be like,
Here, I'll check. What on earth are you doing?
don't play with me like that. My feelings
Don't
get
play
all
with
big.
me. You got 5 right. Congratulations.
But that's not so complicated. I feel like
Can I see the answers now?
Yep, they're in the back of your book.
But I want the answers for the evens.
No.
But I did
No.
the evens.
Congrats.
I thought we were supposed to do the evens.
Yeah.
it's okay. ACT morning.
I'm actually gonna give you guys a grade on this, so
You are.
yeah.
You know you
Yeah.
want to smile.
Punch you in the face.
Participation grade?
I know we can't
No,
play fight like that.
a real
That'd be
grade.
inappropriate.
So we get it
But I'll give you guys a few points for the ACT stuffs, just so we have something there, but I'll give you an actual grade for this.
I just don't like her. I just don't like her.
You know, I don't
She's
know.
not even
I don't like her
openly
either.
mean. She's not even
So you're not
openly
gonna
mean
tell
to
us
me,
what
and I'm
it
just like, I find
No.
you annoying.
Okay.
It's the same relationship as Michael and
One
Taylor
more minute,
from
then
now.
I'll tell you the odds, and then we'll move on.
I'm on 8.
Perfectly normal
I know.
person, just absolutely despised.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna restart The Office and have a more open mind about it. Because I didn't think it was all that great the first time through.
Have an open mind about it.
Yeah.
Don't you have office quotes on your locker?
Yes.
It's because my parents bought them for me. They're
Oh, that's not.
I didn't buy them.
Or are they quotes, or they're just things?
They're just
based-
magnets.
Yeah.
2 of the 3 that I got aren't even actual quotes. They're just things the character like would say.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't remember those lines.
Wait, how
Did he
you
ever
do-
say a gentleman never vomits in front, or
No,
swallows his vomit in front of a lady or something?
he did. He never said that.
Yeah.
It's because the
They-
lines are
he-
copyrighted, and so the companies are
Yeah,
trying
they
to.
made up their own.
Yup.
He could have said that, it would have worked. Okay,
You want this on?
number 3. We'll go row first. 5, 3, negative 5, 6. Number 5, 25, 8, negative 3, 1, 8. Number 7, 40, negative 16, 32, 0. Number 9, 4, negative 2, negative 5, 2, 6, 9.
Nice.
People. On to multiply.
What?
It's a little trickier.
What?
Not too bad.
What?
What'd you get on 10? What'd you get on 10?
You guys caught it.
Oh, great.
What did you Huh?
What'd you get on 10, Matthew?
Huh?
What'd you get on 10?
What is that from?
Huh?
I feel like you're
God.
just laughing, but you don't actually.
No, I
Yeah.
know it. It was so familiar.
Yes.
Is it? Is it Emperor's New Groove?
10.
Am I right?
It's not Emperor's New Groove, no.
It's
All right.
so close.
This is actually number
I want you
1
to itch at it. Good.
Oh, 526.
on page 526. Ready?
What? 25.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's kind of, when you multiply, it's kind of like dot product. Remember dot product? Something Bethany is doing right now.
When I'm not
What
doing
you're not doing right now. Okay. You know what dot, remember how to do dot product?
Yeah, you get a 3 points.
Nice.
I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
Oh, I did it wrong.
Remember that?
Yeah.
You're
you take, I don't know if I can, see if I can explain this, it's maybe easier with the visual. You take this row, the first row times the first column. So it goes like 4 times 5 plus 3 times 1.
4
What?
times
What?
5 plus 3 times 1.
4 times 5 plus 3 times 1.
Why?
The first row times the first column goes like this. 4 times 5 plus 3 times 1.
And so you only get a
Does that make sense?
one.
Yes.
What?
4 times 5 plus 3 times 1. The first row times the first column. There's
Can we
one.
not keep
Oh,
this
okay, yeah, I
assignment?
get it.
So would that be, and then added to, so it'd be -1 times 5, -2 times.
Well, this will be my work here. So that's 23, and that goes right there.
Can we
Okay.
not do this as an assignment and just do it?
No, we'll do this time.
Wait, hold up.
Okay, and then you do
Negative 1 times 5
negative, yeah, second,
and
Row
negative
times-
2 times 1.
-1 times 5 plus -2 times 1.
Ah.
Negative 7.
Yeah, -7. And then that
Oh.
would be everything. Okay, so here's the thing, if the rows and columns did not match, like if there was
No
another,
solution.
yeah, basically.
Oh,
And that was one of the, they put not defined. That was one of the questions they asked us, and I said, well, just get the matrix one. Like, which of these actually goes together? I forget how they said it though. It was the one that had the same, the elements in the row have to match the elements in the column. Anyway, so this one's a little trickier.
It is.
Faux
kind of
show.
Ricky.
And it gets trickier as we go because they get bigger. Okay. Anybody know what I'm gonna do first?
You were gonna do 1 times 4 and negative 5 times 1. 0.
Times 0. 1 times 4 plus -5 times 0. So 1 times 4 is 4, -5 times 0 is 0. So
4.
that is 4. Okay.
2.
So 1 times
Actually-
-4.
I mean, we could do 2, 3 times this and put it down there.
So
But I'm gonna do this. 1 times
Negative.
-4 plus
neg-
-5 times 1.
which is -9, right?
1 times -4, oops. Plus -5 times 1. Yes, it is -9. But it goes right there.
I can't say I'm a fan of this. It's not that hard, but I'm not a fan.
I think
If you
this
do
is-
a few of them, you start to just kind of gotta visualize these numbers floating like this.
2 times 4
2 times 4.
plus negative 12. Oh, no.
2 times 4 is 8 plus 3 times 0
I was doing 3 times
is
negative 12.
8.
You know.
So it's 2 times -4.
2 times -4 is
Which is
negative 8
-8.
plus 3 times 1.
plus 3, which is -5.
Which
I-
one was
I
that?
hate
I'm
this.
trying to
I
read.
do too.
I hate it
Oh,
so
come
much.
on, it's not that
This
bad.
is bad. This is awful.
You should have made us do this.
This is disgusting.
Because now I'm like, ooh.
Really?
You're like, yeah.
Not that bad.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
did we do to get the last one? The -5.
Huh?
What did we get to do the -5?
Oh,
Yeah.
2 times, so I just went this, 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 this. 2 times -4 plus 3 times 1. Got it? Okay.
Yeah.
What about number 5, guys?
5 guys?
What about number 5?
Row times
No solution.
Yeah, they put, undefined, not defined, yeah, they put not defined.
Why?
Because it's
They
not the
match
same
up.
thing.
They're still-
Okay, because they don't match. 8 times 8 and -10 go to -2, -9, but there's nothing to go down. The number of columns, or the number of units in the in the row should match the number of units in the column. Does that make sense? Or units, elements. The number of elements in the column has to match the number of elements in the rows, yes. So 8, -10 like go down, but there's nothing to go with the 1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
Doesn't work, so it's just not fun. Number 7. Does that 7 work?
Yeah.
Yes, it does. So you do 9 times 2 plus 0 times -4 plus 4 times 3. You guys see where I
Can
got
you
that
write
from?
that out?
Yes, sir.
Am I gonna have to write all that out?
Wait,
What's the
9
first
times
one, sorry?
2 and -4 times 0?
9 times 2 plus -4 times 0 plus 4 times 3.
So what happens to the third column?
What do you mean?
So if we do 9 times 2 -4 times 0, and then
4 times 3.
are we looking at something different? I'm looking at 7.
So 9 times 2 is 18, 4 times 3 is 12, so it adds up to 30.
4 times 3?
I think he's doing the first column of the second thing.
9 times 2,
Yeah.
-4 times 0,
Yeah.
4 times 3.
He's doing
Oh,
those
okay.
three. I was looking at him sideways. It's
I
just
see
downwards.
it now.
You just stand it up, just move it over, stand it up. The first element in the first row multiplies to the first element in the first column. The second element in the first row multiplies to the second element in the first column. Does that make any more sense now?
No.
Don't make me draw a visual, take too long.
Just do it through
Here,
10.
I'll do a visual.
Just do it through 10. What?
It's not that bad.
Wait, we didn't finish 7.
I know.
Oh, what?
I'm making a visual.
Do you have more to say?
Yeah.
It goes like that.
What about the third column though, since there's in the third row?
It has 2 to
Okay.
2.
I'm gonna go first row times both columns. That's gonna go across the top, and then I'm gonna do the second row times both columns. It's gonna go on the bottom. Oh, there's 3 columns.
Yeah, there's 3 columns.
Well, it's gonna go 3 times then. First row, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Second row, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
What?
What?
Yeah, wait, what happened?
There is no third row. And this, you mean the third column over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just keep going. You just keep doing this. This.
So the -9, -4, and 4, you multiply that across the 3 columns?
Yes.
Alright.
-9, look, -9, -4, and 4 are gonna get multiplied by each column.
Mm-hmm.
We did that last time, but there's only 2 columns last time.
Wait, so we do it with every column?
Yes.
Oh, I missed it.
So remember last problem? We did 1, -5 times both of these? That and that?
No.
We put it there?
Yeah.
That's what we did.
So I just wrote it.
Then we did 2, 3 times that. 2, 3 times that. Just have to use your spatial imagination a little bit. Okay, so -9 is going to be multiplied, so the second column. -9, I don't know why I made that negative, pretend that's not there. 9 times -1 plus -4 times 1 plus 4 times 5. You guys
You've
follow
got-
that?
So you've got -9, -4, and 20.
Yes. Negative
Oh, wait,
9,
you're
negative
doing
4,
the
and
answer.
20.
Which, adding all of that up, would be roughly 7. I'm so smart.
And
Okay.
then you do
Then we're
9
gonna take it
times 0,
Yes,
-4 times -3,
yes,
and then negative,
4 times 2.
4 times 2.
yeah. 9 times 0 is 0. -4 times -3 is 12. 4 times 2 is 8. 12 plus 8.
Wait, isn't there a matrix button?
Probably, you'd have to figure it out, I don't.
Yes, there is.
There is.
Ooh, let's go.
Is it the if plus?
Guys, not right now, it's gonna take too long. Okay, and then we're gonna do the same thing with the bottom row, times all those. 2 times 2 is 4, -1 times 0 is 0, -6 times 3 is -18. 4 minus 18 is -14. Then 2 times -1
It's -1.
-2. -1 times 1 is -1. -6 times 5 is -30. That's -33. And then 2 times 0 is 0. -1 times -3 is 3. -6 times 2 is -12.
13.
3 minus 12 is -9. Kind of hard to keep track of all those numbers, but, you know. That's it.
We're just going to 7.
No. 10.
Oh.
Number 7, they're trying to show you something here. This one's going to be a lot easier, actually. So, what should we do for the first?
It'd be 1 times A, 0 times B, 0 times C.
No. 1 times A plus
This is A.
0 times D plus 0 times G, right?
Which is just
Which is A.
Oh, I did it the wrong way.
And then, same thing, we're going to take 1, 0, 0 times BEH. You guys follow that?
Yeah.
1, 0, 0 times BEH would be what?
B.
One.
B. That goes next.
C.
And then 1, 0, 0 times CFI is just C. You guys see where they're going with this?
Yeah, it's just whatever column the one is in.
Yeah, and then we're going to take 1, 0, 1 times ADG. So 0 times A is gone. 1 times D, D. 0 times G, gone. So it's just D. See where they're going with
A,
this?
B, C, D, E.
So it's just the same.
Yeah, I think they call that matrix 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, like the identity matrix or something. I forget. Because if you multiply it, it just stays the same.
So is 10 the solution too?
No, 10 has a solution because it's 9, 4 times 4, 3. 10 works.
Oh, right.
Is 6 in this one?
6 works. It's you stand up the row to multiply it to the column. So there's 4 in the row, there's 4 in the column. It works. What doesn't work on the evens?
2.
2. -6. You can't multiply it to -1 and 0, so it doesn't work.
So we put not defined.
Not defined. What other? There's another one that doesn't work.
8.
8. You have to have the same number of elements in the row in the first matrix as you do in the column in the second matrix.
What do you do? It's 2 and 2.
Okay, on number 2, it has 1 element in the first row.
Oh wait, I was looking at 4.
Yeah, 4 works. 4 works.
Why not 8?
Yeah. Okay.
8 has 1 element in the first row and it has 2 elements in the first column. So
Oh,
0 can only be multiplied with 4, but there's nothing to go with the 1.
yeah. Alright.
On 6, what were the dimensions of the product be?
Dimensions. Oh, it's 1 by 2.
Can we do 16 together?
Because there's only 2 elements. You do the row times the column and then the row times the column.
Can we do 16 together?
Yeah, 16 is,
I'm still working on 4. Give me a
you
moment.
just are supposed to multiply those 2 things. It's we could read it if you wanted to, but it's just a multiply problem.
Can we not do it then?
Just do 250 times 0.4 plus 480 times 0.1 plus 360 times 0.15 plus 200 times 0.35. That goes in the first.
What'd you get on?
This is as good as I can.
Let me see if I can give you
Negative
hints.
18, 9, negative 12,
Let's see if I can give you any hints.
What?
Can you say it again?
That's a hard one.
What'd you get, Barry?
Actually, I was supposed to give you
0, negative
Did
18,
you
12,
say
10.
You're definitely more.
I have a hint.
Why did you?
Huh?
Do I have a Monica?
I got the same
hint?
number, the negatives different.
On which one, Esther?
Yeah.
Looking for angle B.
It's not like
So the top one would be 2.
U and V
Yeah,
still are
we're
like
negative.
vectors.
red.
I positive. And then.
Oh, I know.
It's right there.
Stop that.
It's in multiple movies though.
So you
It's in Pink
got to
Panther.
figure out.
Oh wait, you
we're
haven't
looking
seen that
for
movie.
angle B, so you have to figure out what this vector is.
What?
That vector is.
6 of these 2 values.
Okay.
I don't want to find you.
From here to here, how far is the vector from?
I've definitely seen this movie though.
You definitely.
This one.
Alright, Matthew. What'd you get on 4?
I can like see
Which
it. There's like a character
0,
slowly
negative
turning.
18,
Yeah.
What?
I know you.
You got all these?
0, negative 18, 9, 15.
Oh.
0, negative 12, 12, 10.
You also need this.
Bro, what are you saying?
It
Why
has
do you have
4
4 numbers?
I have 4 numbers.
Lines are
0,
This is gonna kill me.
negative 18,
Yes.
9,
I'd be really disappointed that
15.
you don't remember.
0,
I'm gonna be so
Negative
depressed
12.
with this.
Brady, Brady, what number were you on?
Bro, you said you had 4 and you named like 7 numbers.
You're getting like some of them right and some of them wrong.
Ask Ben if that was
And
right.
I don't know. Yeah.
Bad.
Like you just like wrote down half of what I said.
Oh, you're probably right.
No, that's not what I did. I don't. Erase that.
Wait, does 6 work?
Yeah. You just multiply that row times
Yeah. So
those
this
columns.
row, this
Mr.
row
Gordon,
by
did
this,
you go about?
Yeah.
and then this row by this,
This
Yep.
is.
and that's it. So it's only 2 answers.
Yeah, it's a 1 by 2, just boom, boom.
So is it just like this?
No, yeah, it's that way.
Mr. Jordan, can you come help me?
The first row you multiply by should go on the first row on your answer. The second
Four.
Anyway,
Can we do the last lesson so you can just get it all out of the way?
no,